101.5 FM, and it is just gone past 7:15. Time flies when we're having fun, doesn't it, Big D? But I can tell you, I received yesterday the new CRS album, and I just love getting the album because it just brings out the best of Australian country music artists, and we have found another diamond in the rough, the beautiful Gayle O'Neil, and she joins us right now. How are you going, Gayle?
Oh, hello, Tracy. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you. That's one thing about the CRS is that we get that come through. A lot of the artists we haven't heard of, or we can't get around to see everybody, or, you know, like we might be up here, you might be in Melbourne, Sydney, up in Darwin, all that sort of stuff, and all of a sudden you hear this voice and go, well, wait a minute, I like that. What is that? And so welcome to Tracy and the Big D.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. So tell us about the Gayle O'Neil story.
Okay, well, back in 2008, I released my debut EP called Freedom, and I was very lucky. I had Duncan Toombs do my music video for that, and that was all going really, really well. But in 2008, I had a major car crash, and we held on as long as we could. But in the end, I ended up really, really sick, and so I took a step back. And then once I started to get well again, it was, well, there's really only one thing that I do, and that's sing, and write. So luckily I was able to write out a lot of what was going on through the crash and through the pain and all of the suffering that went along with it. And out of all of my songs, my husband loved this little song called My Kind of Heaven that I wrote, and so that was it.
Was it a therapeutic thing for you, writing and getting through, helping with the emotions of recovering from a car accident?
Oh yes, that was. I think that if I couldn't write out everything, it would still be trapped inside there. So I guess being a songwriter, I'm really, really lucky that you can think about things, and just once you start getting that pen going, it just you're purging all over the paper, I guess. But it's.
So, Gayle, do you consider yourself a singer-songwriter or a songwriter-singer then?
Well, I've always been a singer. Singer-songwriter. I actually didn't write my first song until I got with my now husband. So, you know, that was 17 years ago that I wrote my first song. Men
always make good subjects for stories and songs, don't they? You can either have a comedy, you can make plenty of comedies on with the man.
Yes.
A couple of, we can get a bit sentimental every now and then, but they're pretty good for the comedy.
Oh, definitely. My husband is just a laugh. I would love to get him up on my shows. I would love to get him to come and do like a little set during the break. I reckon nobody would ever leave. He's just so funny.
But could be scared of a crowd though? Has he been in front of a crowd before? Men like that, you know. They'll get up there and they'll be all show-offy and everything until they're put on the spot.
Yeah, he was like that. He did a what was it, like a trivia night, and he did so well. I was so proud, and that was the first time he'd actually run anything by himself like that. And he said he was so nervous, and he just did such a great job. And no, it's not something that is normal for him, but he does excel when he's got to do it. And he's done a couple of radio interviews with me as well, so. You know, he's starting to get the hang of this thing.
And when's his album coming out?
Well, it sounds like that he makes you happy, and that's the best thing. So as long as he can make you smile every day, that's all you ask for, isn't it?
He's a bit awesome, actually. Yeah.
Oh, just a bit. We'll just give him a bit tonight.
Just a bit wonderful.
Well, he can join the club then, the Awesome Club.
The Awesome
Thank you.
What are you part of it?
Yeah.
The founding member.
Founding member. Absolutely.
So, Gayle, where are you situated?
We're on the Central Coast.
That's where everyone seems to be these days.
Yeah, but I was on the Central Coast before everybody else was.
Oh, right. Okay.
My grandparents moved up here when I was 16, and at Nanapawa always, all my parents are my parents. And so wherever Nanapawa were, that's where I was. And so they moved up to the Central Coast, and I was living in Cootamundra. And so I moved up and lived with my grandparents. And that was a long time ago now. So no, the Central Coast hadn't become hillbilly heaven quite yet. But there are a lot of us A lot of us here now.
Are you in that beautiful part of the world near Terrigal there somewhere, are you?
No.
No, isn't it gorgeous? Oh,
It is gorgeous. I can't afford to live in Terrigal.
Boy, you want to have more Duncan Toombs? You're not doing your job good enough. We're not in Terrigal yet. What's going on?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Actually, we were really, really lucky. Duncan did the music video for My Kind of Heaven, and he's just wonderful. Have you met Duncan?
We have, and I'll tell you what, he does do a lot of work for the whole industry and a lot of people, and I'm pretty sure our next guest we've got coming in has met and been with Duncan Toombs before, but I'm not sure. I'll have to check with that one.
Yeah, no, Duncan's awesome. He was my step in back in 2006. I started playing with Duncan and Simon Johnson, and it was just a massive eye-opener. Mike Carr, he is just the funniest guy.
Oh, he's a crack-up, isn't he? He's a wild boy, that one.
He is. No, he's such a really nice guy. So I was really lucky that I had those guys around right at the start. And so once everything sort of, all the crash and everything, I basically knew I'd already got my stance, I guess. So because of these guys.
Well, now that we've got the next single out, My Kind of Heaven, what are we doing as far as touring or things like that? Have we got any plans for some upcoming tours?
Haven't talked tour, but we've got normal gigs going everywhere. What have we got? We've got July 14th we're at the Gosford RSL, 20th we're at the Bay Sports. In September we're at the Wyong Golf Club. October we're back at the Gosford RSL, and then we're back at the Wyong Golf Club in November. So a lot of local gigs, which is sort of nice as well. Now touring is something that now that I can actually drive a car again.
That's a scary thing, isn't it? Getting back in the seat.
Beyond belief, my grandfather actually, I couldn't drive, and he made me when I was up there. At Christmas time, because my nan actually passed in that in 2008, a month before my crash, and so we were spending a lot of time with him. And because I just could not drive, he said to me one day, he said, we really need someone to help around the motel, because he was living with my uncle who had a motel. He said, the lawns are really overgrown. Really, somebody needs to go and give him a hand. I said, I can do that, because I was raised on a ride-on lawnmower, and then I realised I'm driving. I hadn't driven, and he got me driving.
Well, good on you, Pa.
He's awesome, yes.
Well, we better give people a listen to Gayle O'Neil. This is My Kind of Heaven. It's been great to find out a little bit about you, Gayle, and we'll move forward from here and look forward to catching up with you in the future. And
if people want to get a hold of some of your music, how can they do that?
They can either go to iTunes. I'm on iTunes. This particular song I haven't got it on iTunes yet.
So stay tuned for this one. But they can get a feel of Gayle O'Neil before then, because it's Gayle and then O'Neil, O'Neil.
That's it. That's exactly right.
And here it is, My Kind of Heaven. Thanks, Gayle. Good luck with the single. Good luck with the video clip, and let's hope that it gets plenty of airplay.
Thank you very, very much for having me on your show. It was lovely to hear nice, happy voices.
Oh, we're always happy until we turn the mics off.